Welcome. Today it's free service day, so join me live. Please let us know your questions, and at the same time, you could request healing like I normally do on this page. If you are new in Encoded Frequency, I have a lot of new people. Once in a while, we do free services. It could be channeling, guided meditations, or readings. You guys can check the calendar and sign up. I'll give you guys a few minutes to know that I am alive. And we're just starting 2023. I'm going to wait also to see your own comments right here. Thank you so much. We have full moon today in Cancer. I do have 3 questions that I would like to answer from messages that you guys send on the page or my website. If you have any other question, please let us know. We have full moon in Cancer. So, Cancer normally, it will be all about feeling and... Oh, thank you so much for being here. And nourishment come to your heart. At the same time, it's doing a conjunction on Aries and Capricorn, if I'm correct. If I'm not, correct me. That's really okay. And there is a lot going on. Even though the energy of the year may be perceived as slow because of the Mercury retrograde that we have that is going to end in a few days, there's a lot going on collectively. For the ones that have heard about the division between the 2 Earths, this year is going to be very visible. I think that division is more energetically than physically, but physically it may feel because perhaps some of the persons that you used to know may no longer be part of your reality. But as technology increases, we're going to see a lot of things that we have no idea they're going to come out. I'm not talking about revelations that may happen, but changes on the structures that we use, like the medical field, like our work area, the economy, a lot of weather situations that this year may come as unexpected. It's a year of awakening, guys. I haven't said that, but many of the sessions that I have been having lately, it's people that they're just waking up. Person that works, I have on Walgreens, on Wall Street. I had one last week, and then I had another that it was in banking. I have had people that work with computers, people that work in hospitals, in different fields. There is a lot of waking up people trying to, in my case, I think they come to me because they are drawn to light language, but in many other things of spirituality, whether it is law of attraction or angels or just like self-improvement, expect more of that this year. And then I think between this year, 2023, and 2026, we'll have very visible changes between the 2 timelines that are colliding right now. Hi, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for being here. Type your questions. You guys can request healing. I'm going to see if I can... check your comments and... give me a minute. Sometimes it takes a couple seconds here. Technology. Give me a second. Hi, Gabriela. Thank you for being here. Jody, Karina, thank you. Thank you so much. After I did a shift with Mary Magdalene on December on the equinox, I purchased a lot of magenta and pink because I wanted to honor the Mary Magdalene energy. Magenta and pink, it's very priestess energy. may all of us have a priestess lifetime, like a gypsy lifetime or a warrior lifetime, right? But priestess's energy by essence, I see their aura, it's magenta or bluish pink or purplish pinkish. This is how I recognize them. Let me know if you have any questions. It's free service day, and I'm gonna share some of the questions that I have here that people do to YouTube or my website, and if you guys would like to comment on it or add your questions about light language or anything, please let me know. Look, this is something that comes to me on sessions and people that ask on the posts or the videos. This is something that someone asked. They said, whenever I listen to light language or I do Reiki, because this person is a Reiki practitioner, I feel like my hands wants to move. What is that about? This is a sign that you have your light language already being active. What happens when you do light language or hypnosis or a very deep meditation trance, it is that you change the way your brain functions. And actually there are studies and experiments about it. From the front level part, it gets activated, and the middle part, it's kind of the gateway. So we disconnect from our senses in a way. And I guess when you channel, it has the same effect because you feel kind of like taken over by a higher power. But it is because we disconnect from the world outside and then go within and reconnect with the subconscious, right? So when I do light language, or many others that are doing light language right now on TikTok or on YouTube, actually, you, by seeing it, if you resonate with it, if you don't get scared, your cells will mirror those patterns and then copy them if your biology and consciousness think it's a good thing for you. And maybe your ego is not aware of it, right? So maybe you will feel drawn to, I don't know what it is like, I don't know what I understand, it feels weird, I don't know if it's real or it's gibberish, I think is how you guys said in English, but some kind of feels good. So in that stage, you may have the hand movement, and this is a type of light language that will just show to you the pattern of the energy that's taken when you receive it. In the brain, what happens is you shift into a higher efficiency. So you can maybe receive guidance. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't get it. It kind of doesn't matter because your consciousness upgrades itself. So every time you do a meditation with the language of the light, you will shift and no longer go back to what you used to be. This may be gradually, so we're not that aware of. But with time, even if you don't do shadow work, even if you don't practice or know about chakras or anything, little by little, your consciousness will seek a more efficient way to work together between your body, your brain, your ego, your shadow, right? The feelings, the emotions that are kind of like evolved through the chemistry that we have between all that's around and all that's within. It's nothing to get scared of. Let it flow. If if that happens to you, that you feel like light language coming through or your hand moving and you are with other persons that maybe get scared or judge or anything, then try to let it flow when you are in a sacred space to see where it takes you. And then I will add that healing for your dog that passes. I'm sorry for your loss. If you guys have any questions for you guys that you think I could provide the answer or request healing or questions about light language, please type those in the comments. I'll get back whenever I can. I finish with this answer. One tip that I am giving to the persons on the quantum light language activation or DNA sessions that are having with me is set your boundaries the same way you will do it with a human. This is a beings of light that I trust. I trust angels, or I trust Pleiadians, or I trust elementals. My higher self will be in charge. And only if you let me who you are and where you're coming from and what is the reason why you are here and how I can get rid of you if I don't like your energy, right? This is my boundaries. So if I have an energy that I'm not sure, maybe it's like a human aspect, not kind of spooky, but not that illuminated. Maybe it's a part of me or someone for my oversoul or something that's passing by like a ghost or anything. And it doesn't feel like a very, very high frequency. And I'm not sure if it's a good or what is the reason. I will ask, show yourself. And when I say show yourself, normally they go clearer, and it's when I can discern. If I still cannot discern, I will clear it and then push it away. You are always in charge. I think you are always protected, even when we don't request it. And if we got attacked for any reason, there must be a positive opportunity. Let me rephrase my English. There must be something for the highest good, because otherwise it isn't that your guides went to a break and then you got attacked or anything. It's just that maybe you needed to practice your psychicness, or maybe you had a weak spot and you need to direct yourself into more self-love, or maybe it's another aspect of you that needs an assistance. I don't know. It could be a lot of things. Sometimes it's practice for us to experience things in the energy level and not in the physical. I'm going to go from your questions. So trust that you are where you're meant to be. Trust that all the invisible and the visible is working out for you. And if you still can get your answers, maybe a friend or anyone that you know can assist you to confirm what's going on and what you need to do. But first, try to go with what feels right for you. This is what I will say. Let me see if I can get your comments. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate it. Jill, thank you. Sharon, welcome from France. France is a language that I have in my goals that I would love to learn. And I'm sorry for your dog. I know they are kind of like family members. They are family members, especially the ones that are cat or a dog person. I'm sure you'll find your time to grieve, and I'm so sorry. I don't think there are words for me that will make you feel better, but hopefully the guys can conspire to just assist you with a little bit of relief. Jean, thank you for being here. She's asking, do you do animal care? I would like to ask, less pain for my dog. Well, I could do is not my area of expertise, but when you channel or you do healing, Reiki, or anything else, you can apply it on anything. So maybe we could do light language for that if you guys would like to. Let me see if I can tune into your dog to see if there is anything that I could assist you, Jean. What color is your dog, Jean? Because I want to know if I'm connected to the right one. Because dogs and cats, they have their own free will. So they have to accept the connection to the one I'm getting. Okay, I'm gonna trust my intuition. I see something on the leg. Okay, it's kind of like in the lower part of the torso, kind of like where the hips and the leg, but also the lower abdomen. It's a little bit like dark purple. And let me ask if there is anything that your dog is asking for. Just love, that's what I'm getting. But if, let me ask. Okay, I already see like 3 guides that I think are guides from the dog that are assisting. I don't think there's nothing specifically you need to do. The dog just said love. And I think he's more focused on your well-being than the pain he could have. I don't know if that will make sense. Hopefully it does. Comment if you think I assist you or do you want me to follow up. Thank you, Gabriela. I appreciate it. Yes, you have a cat black. Oh, it's a girl. Okay, let me see if I can see any other question, and I hope that was helpful. I'm gonna answer in Spanish. Ronel, thank you. Thank you for being here. Gracias por estar aquí. Saludos para Colombia. And let me see if I can get more of the questions. If don't, I'm going to wait a little bit more. Technology. Hi from Reunion, Iceland. Oh my god. How awesome. I love to meet people from different countries. Inspire me to ask you how it is where you live and all that stuff. I love it. Other the questions that I have here, this person is asking, I feel like language right here when I listen to the meditations or when I practice, but I don't know if I'm making it up or if it's real. I don't know if you resonate with any of those questions, but you can make it up. This will be my question. In fact, I have seen some videos that it feels like they're kind of making it up. But this is a very early stage of channeling. You kind of make it up to train your ego to tune into spirit. It's not the spirit is not there. It is there. It's just maybe we don't have visible facts that prove that spirit is there, but it's everywhere, even when someone is asleep or feels their chakra blocks, because the fact that you're not sensitive, it doesn't mean you don't have spirit being emanated through you, right? However, you have physical proof when light language took over, to say it in a way, and you are in the next level channeling because something will let you know in your body that's not you creating it, that you are connected with spirit in the rightful way. For me, at the beginning, when I was into the gym doing exercise, listening to normal music, I had kind of like, not kind of like when you want to throw up, but something in my throat wanted to be spit, and I was like, you just wanted to say it, but I wasn't allowing it. And I was already seeing symbols and beans and making the drawings and trying to figure it out. And the first light language that I did back in 2014 or 15, I guess, I sounded like rapping. It was like if I was spitting because I was restricting the source. And then the second degree that I was able to do, it sounded like if I was a robot. It was like, I don't know, it was not pleasant. And of course, I was judging myself, and I was saying like, oh my God, people, I think maybe I possess. I thought of a million things. But in reality, my ego, I didn't feel confident, and I wasn't sure if it was safe, and I wasn't sure I would pull it through, and I want to hide it. So that battling within was not allowing that language to come through. But when I trust myself and open in the way that I wasn't giving instructions, do that and do that, but I just enjoy the flow, it was when I got better and better and better, and when I could flow with it from all aspects of me. So my advice, it is that when you meditate or do your Reiki or healing or your light language, whatever technique that you tune into spirit, doesn't have to be light language. Ask for a sign that gives you physical proof you are connected in the rightful way that you can in that moment. And I began doing that before light language. I was saying to my guides every day, I know you are there. I have no idea how to contact with you, but can you please give me a sign? Please, 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 in a way that I understand it. And then whenever I will see like a 222, I was like, yes, like I nailed it, right? And then sometimes after that 222, I will see like a feather. And then I was looking for synchronicities that would prove that I had something around me. And one day I remembered that I had no hope, no faith. I just wanted to move to another planet. And I cried like so badly that I was asking to my guides, I know you don't need these, but I need these because I'm human. Can you please show up to me so I know that you are here? Because I need it. I need to trust, but I can. Maybe you guys have been there. Hopefully you don't. But it was one of my dark night of the soul stages. And I did a meditation. Of course, I didn't see anything. I did a meditation from Melanie Beckler. That it was when hi, thank you for being here. And I fell asleep. So within my sleep, I saw Melkisedek, the Ascended Master, sitting in my bed. I still don't remember if I wake up in my sleep or it was like between sleeps. And then he just sit and kind of like place his hand in my feet. And then I saw myself that I sit and I was like, oh, like, it was like if, how do I say that? Kind of like if you want a candy and you're a kid and then your mom says no because you have sugar, but because I love you, I'm just going to give it to you anyway, right? So I felt kind of like spoiled. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I remembered that it was the first drawing that I did because he has light, he had pupils, and he had light coming through like beacons of light. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So I tried to touch it and then I could go through and I couldn't communicate. It was the first stage of light language. So I saw he was communicating, and from the light that was emanated from him, a type of psychic geometry was forming. But I had no idea. And then I said, okay, so are you like my spirit guy? Or are we connected? Or are we together? I have no idea who are you, but I'm going to Google it tomorrow. I begin doing a lot of nonsense. And then, because I couldn't communicate, I just went to bed. And the next day, of course, I Googled it. And then I asked all of my friends. I couldn't channel back then. I mean, I was kind of channeling, but it didn't make sense to me. So I made a drawing and then I showed on Facebook. And then people began giving me answers like he was a part of my oversoul and blah, blah, blah. And this is kind of how I started drawing. You have to trust what comes for you, because sometimes many answers will just increase the confusion. But if you trust what's coming for you and feels right for you, and you bet that, then that's a start to build a stronger communication with spirit. And after that, now, sometimes I'm driving and then I'm thinking on something. Like yesterday, I was thinking and I said like, I think that it is because this is this. And now I don't have to ask for an answer. Right away, like 5 seconds later, I saw two lines in spread and I was like, fuck, I knew it. And sorry. So now, because I have been insistent to make the connection more intimate, even if I don't know and I have no idea if I'm the rightful way, I trust that I should be. Maybe I am, because otherwise they will show me something to let me know that I'm not. Yes, and I have had that. When someone is lying to me or is betraying to me or something, I have a dream or a warning that says, hey, don't trust that person. Don't do that. Don't sign that or anything. So it helps me to develop hope and faith. Maybe we shouldn't have, maybe it will be like an ego thing, but sometimes ego can be used, I think, in a positive way. In a way that it will work out for you. So if ego says you are doing like language, but you cannot feel spirit yet, keep going and keep connecting and keep asking, and then one day it will be more visible, and then you'll have proof, and here I am, and then here you will be in whatever stage you want to be. And I hope that helps. Let me see if I have any other question. And I can say that I'm very confident. I'm very grateful that I was brave enough to not to listen to my fears and allow myself to discover what encoded frequency was and what my language was, because I thought I was possessed. And the first question that I asked people says, you are insane. You should have to go to church. And that scared me a lot. But the fear was so frightening that I think I made it worse. Because I'm stubborn. Maybe you guys don't, but I'm stubborn. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Let me see if I have any other questions. It appears as if I cannot see. If I miss any of your questions, please type them again. And I'm going to go back and back. Sign it's real and Melkisedek. Yes. I still don't know how I'm related because I haven't figured out. I think, well, it's coming now. I never asked before. I think it was a priest that maybe I worship him, because my curiosity was so big that I even pay a session for someone to help me, and the person says he wants you to figure it out. He doesn't want me to tell you the connection. And I was like, oh, I pay you for that. Anyway, if you guys have any question and think I could be an assistance, please type them and then I will do my best. Any light language that you would like to listen to, I would like to do a short transmission to align in this moon. And I'm not seeing new questions, so I'm going to wait a little bit for you guys. I do have another question here. A lot of people asked me in the sessions that said, my gifts are off. I used to have the third eye open, but then I got scared and now I can see anymore. Or I used to hear bells and now I cannot see anymore, right? It's not that your gift is being closed. It's like if there is a bush and then the bush has one branch too tall, that branch that becomes stronger than the others is going to suck all the nutrients from earth, and the little ones won't be able to grow because one is taking the whole substance to stand out. And what a gardener will do is it will cut it so the nutrients go evenly into all directions. So sometimes our gifts are going to appear as off, but they are adjusting itself into balance. So all of your other gifts can grow and you can achieve a new level in your enlightenment, right? So see it more like an adjustment and play around with your senses to figure out in which way it serves you. It has happened with my third eye. Sometimes I see very clearly with my physical eyes. Sometimes my dreams are more active. And another times it comes through my own intuition like a child, then I'm going to see something. It has been changing. Lately, I could see like if I would have a camera and then I will see like a room or like a bean, and then I see like a goldenish sepia background made of light. And then I kind of will figure out if I'm doing a psychic surgery, like a medical healing, then maybe I will see a hole or a chain or a hook or cord with someone, and then the image is metaphorically, of course, you have to understand it, and it will change into something. Normally, I don't see auras. I know that people will see auras, but for me, it's more like a flash of light, like purple or blue or green or something. But if I'm drawing, that through the drawing it will come through. That's one way to channel. But even though we use all of our senses at the same time, like the physical senses, sometimes one is the one that will stand out. The majority of us, I think, is our sensitivity. But sometimes people said, my third eye is not open. I cannot see. I only see in the astral, but I have a lot of dreams. That is a way to have your third eye activated. So I think sometimes we have the assumption that your gift it's not open because I have the idea that it will work in the same way from someone else's, when in reality is working in a way that it will work out for my journey. Perhaps I don't want to see ghosts or shadows or things like that, or energy being emanated from people, and maybe in dream state or in the astral, or if you Reiki practitioner or anything, it will be the ideal to begin to practice to sense energy and to see it. You could see through your sensitivity. Someone said to me last week doing a quantum activation, he said, I don't see. I see through my sensitivity. Well, that's it. That's a way that your third eye could work. And there are persons that, let me see if I have any questions, see it in a different way. Some persons have like two lenses, and from one they see this reality, and from other they can see into another world. Sometimes it will come to your imagination. So we're all different. Trust the way that comes to you and allow it to flourish. Yes, Becky, I love you. Becky Halia, she is a creator of Hathor, the page, and I love her light language. I think probably when I just started, I was practicing with Becky in another group from lightworkers that we were together, and I appreciate because I think she assists me to activate my light language. Hopefully I help her too. But I love her. If you don't follow her, look for on Facebook, and she does amazing light language. Elisa, yes, I can do. And I think you guys have been asking for healing on your pets, so we can go ahead and do that. I have one more question regarding to light language that one person asked to me and says that it's doing light language, the spoken one is drawing codes and it's having the hand movement, the whole thing activated, but doesn't know how to understand it. So this is posting, the codes like I was doing when the drawings on a group, and then people help to describe the meaning. But he has so many different answers that he ended more confused. So he was asking me, okay, how do I figure out? Because I'm already channeling and I went through that stage and it doesn't feel comfortable, at least for me, because I felt confused and then it gave me frustration. And this is what guys share. The same way you read energy, like if you do a healing or if you enter a place and let's say that a couple was having a fight and then you enter the dining room and then there is this awkward moment that something was happening and then like, I will come back later. Even not open spiritual people will sense that something was happening over there. Use your intuition to read what you feel. This is how you can understand light language. And I'm going to do light language healing for your pets, for the dog and the cats that it was requested, and anyone else that would like to. Use your sensitivity, because with light language, we all receive different messages. I will receive my own that maybe I won't publish, and then the person from whom I do the creation will receive the unique, but then the one that I post is a collective one that will resonate with all of us at different degrees. Because light language will bring just what I need in that moment, and that may be different from each of you. Maybe I can receive an activation, maybe someone can receive healing, maybe someone will get a message, because we're all different. Someone could say, that sounds like Native American, that sounds like Polynesian, that sounds like Pleiadian, but it's because my light language that is unique, or your light language, meets where we resonate in shamanic journey or in Pleiades or in any race. But in reality, that's not from one itself, that's from the soul. That's what I think. It's kind of like my perfume or your perfume. So even if sounds alike, for example, I don't know if Becky's still here, but Becky and I, we can do light language as friends, and then it's exquisite to have light language without words. Even though you don't know the whole meaning, you have like a glimpse of an idea that what may be. And then when you have like an intuition, you zoom it, you expand it, and then you explore it, and then you have to trust your intuition. I would say that if you want to learn how to recognize light language or energy or practice your gifts, ask a lot of questions. For example, what if it's coming from my guides? And then test it. You don't have to use pendulum, but if you trust pendulum or cards or anything, that will be a way to get your answers in a very easy way. But you will feel it. You will feel it, and then you zoom it, and then you zoom it, and then you zoom it, and then more answers will come like a brainstorm, and then you go with the ones that feel right for you. If I'm doing a healing, the feeling would blend with minds. So I have to put myself aside in a way that I can be a clear channel to read the energy with neutrality. So I'm not mirroring my own wounds into the healing. And then perhaps I can feel sadness or anything, and maybe I'll ask the person, "Is that feel right for you?" So I know if I'm in the right channel, right? But if you don't have the person, if you have your guides, ask for a sign. It could be goosebumps, tingling sensation. For me, they move like my shoulder, or I kind of like shake. Maybe you see like a basin or something physical. Request something physical that is like your yes or your no. So you know where you are and you can make it sharper, and then you can go from there. I will drink water. And let's ask for anything that you need right now. And I will specifically send the healing for the pets that it was requested. Any race or type of that language that you guys would like me to channel? Yes. Yes, Becky says that the frequencies overlap from different races. Sometimes they feel alike and sometimes they feel very different, but it depends. Yes. Let me see, Victoria. I would like some light language to clear my mental state. Of course. Remember, Cancer is a very sensitive sign. I have like ascended Cancer and like, I don't know, my moon and my sun and the ones that more affect me are in Cancer, so I know. And full moon in Cancer, we will tend to be emotional, or emotions can be magnified. Don't escalate it like little kids. Try to find ground and stillness. Be kind with yourself, but also be kind with anyone else, because in Mercury retrograde, it could be a tendency to miscommunicate or assume things are not right. So don't engage. Mars goes direct in the 12th, I guess, and Mercury, if I'm right, goes direct the 18th. Take it easy, go within, do your best, whatever you don't know, trust, give it to spirit, and go with your flow. Next Friday, I will be alive around the same time, and I'll have special news for something new that's coming in Encoded frequency, but I don't want to spoil it yet. Give me, guys, a couple seconds to tune into spirit, put gradual aside, and then bring healing. Please type your intention or say your intention within for anything that you would like to bring light on it. It could be a problem, a relationship in conflict, someone that you love that need healing, maybe yourself, maybe a desire that you would like to manifest. And let's see who comes through. Let's take a deep breath all together and look for a sense of connection. My voice tends to go low and change when I do light language. Don't worry about what I said, only tune into what feels good for you. Let's ask each and every one of your higher self to be in charge of what you will receive, and ask that each of you receive the highest and the best and what's easy and most available, and only what is needed in the now. And And I would like to place myself aside and ask my higher self to be in charge. And whoever it is the most ideal and qualified guide to come through, can come through. Greetings, beloveds. I am Melkisedek, and I am honored to be here. And within this short transmission from the heavens, and all of your guides and higher self commingle together to speak in one voice with a golden light aligned with Christ consciousness, solar codes, and the Ascended Master's frequency that unify into a pillar, a stream of light that will pour into a pillar of light. We ask you to look within. Place your attention as your crown softly open, and light from Spirit, specifically for you, it's being poured to cleanse, to bathe, to repair, to activate your energy centers, your auric field, your mental body, emotional body, and to assist you to find balance in this moment in time. Look for a sign of connection with the source and stay there in whatever way it's easy and feels comfortable for you. As you open yourself to receive and receive and receive. This transmission can be shared with any intention, another being that you know in your heart is in need of light, or any aspect of yourself. Breathe up and down. Prepare yourself to receive in 3, 2, 1. Makatesa koroba kushavara kiradiradresa nere korvadresara korovate tiri ashna henkirikiata kovaresara tororiashna hentesaro tova hiatari yashnava tuso kotiriara te hikiara tiriashna. Create the sensation, beloved ones, that you receive and receive. And as you do, allow the light to be pulled all the way down to bring the most available harmonic resonance that you need in this moment in time. Keterasaro korova eti sahako Nekarasara korovateria sarenereshnava Tisakaravareta Hetikiavatero soro Havatirasa Hantoro Okira Ti Eshna Urianaria. As the light completely permeate every aspect of you, the light will come in and illuminate yourself from within. allow yourself to imagine and sense the glow as it comes through all the way around your aura. And it will feel like a feet of thickness from your skin in a glowing amber, golden, sunny, warm sensation. Tune into and look for a physical sign to anchor the light of spirit. Kitara soro bari kiriara, nera soro toro kiriashna, ketuva ti eshna ti usu hava mishkiniara se ti rova tirikiria. Breathe up and down and harmonize with your glow, making it brighter as 1,000 suns, all unified to irradiate the light that you have from the source that's available to you all the time. And with your light, you can expand it to illuminate your intention in the area, the thing, or the someone that you wanted to bless by the light today. Kora teriasna teriashna. Breathe up and down and instantly enhance the functionality of your light. You will notice a physical proof of harmony, connection, stability, and integration. Do that in 3, 2, 1. Ketiesaro koravariashta. Ti kuva Tanzaniana. Place your awareness on your center, and as you stay there, tune into a sense of stillness, peace, stability, and your sign of frequency that physically and through your sensitivity prove your connection. Zoom it, make it sharp and visible in the physical for you as you are being assisted by your own guides and the beings of light that are here for support you. You now ground your light and let your light flow like rivers of light through all the ley lines of Gaia. Root yourself into the sacred temples, the pyramids, and as you do, harmonize into the harmonic resonance that's the ideal for you in this moment in time. Settle, create a foundation, and as you breathe up and down, end this transmission with an intention for today to sink in the connection with the source. We're honored to sneak into your own conversation today and blessed by having your attention. That transmission is complete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that was good. Oh, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed and like it. Please keep just what feels right for you and disregard the rest. I feel very humble and grateful to have the opportunity to be here growing and connecting with each of you. And I want to thank you for making it possible. Encoded frequency, it's nothing without each and every one of you. And I wanted to know that I acknowledge that. And like, I keep looking forward to keep connecting with you. Next Friday, I will be live too with something new that's coming that I'm excited to go through. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will be live tomorrow in a conference from Star Codes about light language. You guys can look up on Instagram. They do beautiful courses, and I have been invited with other light language speakers, and I think hopefully it's gonna be amazing. I hope so. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.